Hello friends, welcome to our channel. In this lecture, I would like to show some more examples based on the trusses which was given in previous IS examination. So here our today's problem is consider a loaded truss shown in the given figure. Match list 1, these are the list 1 members given as PR, RS, SU and RT, and with the list 2 forces induced, that is given as 40 kilonewton tension, 40 kilonewton compression, 60 kilonewton tension and 50 root 2 compression, and select the correct answer using the codes in the below list. See here, this is our figure which was given in previous IS 2001. This is a truss. At end P it will be roller support and at end Q it will be hinge support. So we all of us know for the roller support there will be one vertical reaction here, and at the hinge support for the roller support here one vertical reaction, and for the hinge support there will be two reactions, one will be hinged and another will be one will be horizontal, another will be vertical. So this I am already given the name, that one will be RP, this vertical reaction will be RP at P and RQ at Q, and this horizontal reaction will be HQ. But see here, there will be no horizontal forces in the diagram. Therefore, if you take sum of the horizontal forces on a truss will be equal to 0, means there will be only one horizontal force in the entire truss. Therefore, this horizontal reaction at Q will be equal to 0. This horizontal reaction at Q will be equal to 0. If you take sum of the horizontal forces at Q, so then this will be equal to 0. Then calculate reactions at P and R. For that, take down sigma V equal to 0. Take down sigma V equal to 0. So I am considering sigma V equal to 0. See here, RP and RQ will be acting in upward direction and the given loads will be acting in the downward direction. So sum of the vertical means total vertical loads. So if RP and RQ will be acting in vertical direction means I am taking RP plus RQ, and minus 60 minus 30. So I am sending that one outside, means RP plus RQ equal to 60 plus 30. RP plus RQ both are acting in the upward direction. That one will be equal to 60 plus 30 will be acting in downward direction. That is the reason I am sending that one out other side. You will get minus 60 minus 30, that one will be equal to plus 90. So these are the, so you will get one reaction here. Here the two unknowns, that one will be RP and another will be RQ. So if you want these values, then you take any one value. If you resolve entire movements up to Q or entire movements about P also, you will get that one. So here I am resolving entire movements about Q. So I am taking some of the movements will be at Q will be equal to 0. So I am taking entire moments, sigma mq will be equal to 0. For that one, see here I am resolving entire moments about Q. So clockwise moments equal to anti-clockwise moments. Clockwise moments equal to anti-clockwise moments. See here, what are the clockwise moments acting in the span? RP into its distance, force into lever arm is the moment, this RP into its distance, so which is acting clockwise towards Q. So therefore RP into 3H. Then still again, what are the anti-clockwise moments acting on the span? See here, there will be no clockwise movements acting towards Q here, but here there will be one RQ. There will be no lever arm for this reaction, vertical reaction. It will be acting exactly at that point. Therefore, this RQ will be equal to 0 here. Then anti-clockwise movements. I am taking right side 60 into 2H, which is acting anti-clockwise towards Q. 60 into 2H. 2H plus this 30 into H. 30 into H. So if you simplify this one, what you will get 60 into 2, 120 plus 30H. That one will be equal to 150H. So that one will be equal to 150 into H. Therefore, if you cancel these two values H and H, again simplify this one, it will goes up to 50 times. 3, I am sending this one this side means H into H cancel 350 times. Therefore, RP will be equal to RP will be equal to 50, which was in kilonewton. Then after obtaining this RP value, substitute this RP in this equation 50. So therefore, what about your RQ? RQ equal to 90 minus 50. You will get RQ equal to 90 minus 50 equal to 40. Therefore, RQ will be equal to 40 kilonewtons. So friends, these are the vertical reactions, and horizontal reaction will be equal to 0, and this one will be the vertical reaction. So 40 kilonewton will be here. Similarly, here RP will be equal to 50 kilonewtons. RP will be equal to 50 kilonewtons and RQ will be equal to 40 kilonewtons. Then after obtaining this one, you can calculate the members. See here. So there will be 4 members. In these 4 members, you will choose any one of the number which easily you will get the answer, because it is here the question is not asking you have to resolve entire forces, find the forces in all the members. They are asking just find the forces in these members and match the following. If you choose any 2 or 3 members correct means your options will be tally means, then you can go for that answer. See here, in this entire truss I am taking joint T. Here. Joint T. If I am resolving that joint T, sigma V will be equal to 0. If I am resolving that joint T, I am considering there at that point sigma V equal to 0. So already this 60 will be acting here. There will be no another forces which are acting with some angle. That is the reason there will be only one vertical force and there are 2 horizontal forces. If I want RT, there will be one RT member. How much you will get? RT value will be equal to already 60 kilonewton will be acting here. If I am assuming the direction upwards, which is tensile, therefore RT will be equal to that 60 you will get. So therefore force in the member TR, I am taking the considered force in the member TR will be equal to 60 kilonewton. I hope you understand what I am saying here. I am considering at this joint and I am analyzing sigma V equal to 0. So there is only one vertical member at this joint 60 kilonewton. I am assuming here in the tensile direction. So therefore both are acting away from the joint. Therefore FTR will be equal to 60 kilonewton like that. So I am considering like that. You will get therefore force in the member will be equal to 60 kilonewton. Force in the member will be equal to 60 kilonewton. Directly you obtain that one. So see here RT will be equal to 60 kilonewton. Option D will be 3. So in where is that option, you choose that one first of all. See here in the entire 4 options, D will be 3 for option C and also option 3. If there will be only one option means you can choose that option directly directly, but here there will be two option which will related to 3. Therefore then we can go for one more option, that is whatever easy in this span. See here, it is better to go for q after resolving the forces in the q. Then after then if you resolve one more member, then you will get easily this one. Here the height of the span will be given as h. The height of the span will be given as h in the question. So already here h also there, here height also h. So I am considering joint q. I am considering joint q. See here I am considering joint q. I am considering here joint q. I am taking members for at the joint q. So one vertical member which is RQ acting upward direction, that one will be 40 kilonewton, and here there will be two members which we are going to finding that one. So joint here will be Q, joint will be Q, and this one will be RQ which is acting 40 kilonewton. I am taking that one directly here. Then this member will be U, which is considered as force in the member QU, and this one will be S. Yes. So what is the angle here? Here the angle will be, see here, h, this one will be h. Tan theta will be equal to opposite side by adjacent side. Opposite side will be h, adjacent side will be h. If you taking that ratio, tan theta will be equal to h by h, that one will be equal to 1. Therefore tan theta equal to 1. Then theta equal to 45 degrees you will get. If you simplify that one, you will get directly theta 1 value will be equal to, which is 45 degrees, and we don't know these members. Therefore I am assuming the directions of these members. So I am assuming this one will be equal to compression, and I am assuming this one will be equal to tension. Okay, I am just assuming that one. If after obtaining the answer, if our assumed direction will be positive, means our answer will be our assumed direction will be correct. If it will be negative, means we will change the direction and change the nature of the force also. So here this one will be force in the member QS. This one will be force in the member QS. Similarly, this one will be force in the member QU. Okay. So then go to the forces resolving. Sigma V equal to 0. Sigma V equal to 0. See here, I am taking sigma V equal to 0. I am resolving that one. Sigma V equal to 0. See here, this 40 kilonewton will be acting upwards. I am resolving this one vertically. What happens? It will come and acting in the straight line. This force in the member QS will be comes and acting in the straight line. So theta opposite will be sin theta and adjacent will be cos theta. If I am resolving vertical, you will get sin theta. If I am resolving horizontal, you will get cos theta. Therefore 40 will be acting upwards and this one will be acting downwards in the same line. So therefore I am taking 40 equal to force in the member QS. Okay, I am taking that one. 40 will be equal to force in the member QS into, I am resolving vertically, means theta opposite sin, sin will be vertically, you will get sin 45 degrees, sin 45 degrees. Therefore again you will simplify this one. Force in the member Qs into sin 45 degrees will be 1 by root 2. Therefore after simplifying this one 1 by root 2 and again send this one here, you will get force in the member Qs will be equal to 40 root 2. That one will be equal to 40 into root 2. See here, this one this force in the member Qs will be equal to 40 into root 2. Here the value will be in the positive, therefore our assumed direction will be correct. I am taking that one compressive. So here our assumed direction will be correct, because why means here you will obtain positive symbol, then your assumed direction will be correct. If it will be negative means I will change the direction, and I am also changing the nature of the forces. Nature of the force means changing the direction. Then go to the force in the member Qu. Then I am resolving sigma h will be equal to 0. Then I am resolving sigma h will be equal to 0. I am resolving that force horizontally. I am resolving that one horizontally. I am resolving this one horizontally. See here, force in the member Qu acting towards left. If I am resolving this one and I am closing this one, this force in the member Qs I am resolving horizontally. It will closing the triangle, and this direction will be passing here in the towards right, and this one will be towards left. Therefore I am taking force in the member Qu equal to force in the member Qs. Resolving horizontally means theta adjacent side will be cos theta. Therefore force in the member Qu into equal to force in the member Qs into cos 45 degrees. You will get that one directly. Force in the member Qu equal to force in the member Qs into cos 45 degrees. Then simplify this one. Already you will know force in the member Qs will be equal to 40 into root 2. I will substitute this one 40 into root 2. Again cos 45 degrees will be equal to 1 by root 2. So cancel that root 2 and 1 by root 2 here. Cancel the root 2 and root 2. You will get force in the member Qu will be equal to 40 kilonewton. That one will be equal to 40 kilonewton. 40 kilonewton. So here the value will be in the positive. Here there will be positive value, therefore our assumed direction will be correct. So here we are assuming tensile direction, so it one will be tensile. Then go on checking the options if there will be any force in the member Qu and Qs. See here there will be no such type of members in the given list. Then go for the another member. There will be another member Su and SR also there. SR or RS will be there. If I am choosing this joint, then there is chance of getting two members at this joint. Therefore I am taking this one. So I am considering this joint S. Then I am considering this joint S. See here, this one will be S and this one will be R. Again here it will be Q and this one will be U. So we don't know force in the member SU and force in the member SR, and we know force in the member SQ here. See here, this member will be SU. Here already you know force in the member QS will be equal to 40 root 2 compression. Therefore, force in the member SQ also equal to 40 root 2 compression. I am assuming here the direction. Already you know force in the member QS is 40 root 2 compression. Therefore, here force in the member SQ will be 40 root 2 compression. Here there will be some angle. Which is 45 degrees. Why? Because theta equal to h by h opposite by adjacent side. Already same procedure, tan theta equal to 1, you will get theta equal to 45 degrees. Then I am assuming these two direction. I am assuming nature of these two forces, force in the member SR and SU. So here just I am assuming simply this one will be some compression and this one will be tension. See here, then after that I am resolving this one horizontally. I am resolving this one horizontally. I am resolving that one horizontally. See here, if force in the member RS will be acting towards her, right? If I am resolving this one horizontally, so this force in the member SQ will be acting here like this, and the nature of the force will be here compression, acting towards the joint, and it is also acting towards the joint. It will move towards right and it is moving towards left. Therefore, force in the member RS will be equal to force in the member SQ into, here theta opposite will be sine and adjacent will be cos. So I am resolving horizontally, I will get sine theta, force in the member SQ into sine theta, which is 45 degrees, sine 45 degrees. Therefore, see here I am writing that one clearly. Force in the member SR will be equal to force in the member XQ into, here theta opposite sine, which is acting horizontally, sine theta adjacent cos theta. I am resolving this one and it will be acting the straight line, which is sine 45 degrees. Sine 45 degrees. Therefore, see here already you know force in the member QS or force in the member SQ, that one will be equal to 40 into root 2 compression. If I am substituting this force in the member here 40 into root 2, again sin 45 will be equal to 1 by root 2. Cancel the root 2 and 1 by root 2. You will get force in the member SR will be equal to, force in the member SR will be equal to directly 40. I am substituting here that one. 40, which is in kilonewton. See here the value will be in the positive. So therefore our assumed direction for force in the member SR will be correct. The nature of the force here will be compression. See here in the match the following list, if there will be force in the member SR, yes, there will be force in the member RS will be there, and that will be 40 kilonewton compression. See here force in the member RS will be 40 root 2 compression. See here I am matching the following details here. This one will be matching to second one. Again this force in the member TR will be 60 kilonewton and this is matching here. Check in the following list. B will be 2, D will be 3. See here this one, option B will be 2 in the D option. Again D will be 3 in the D option. Therefore your answer D will be correct. Here it will be matching. So after obtaining the answer, there is no need to check other two members. So if you want to resolve forces for these members also, you can go in the same procedure. Otherwise you take down the answer directly based on the following list. See here, your answer will be option D. It will be D will be matching 3 here, D will be matching 3. There will be 2 option. In the 2 option, B will be 1, and here after obtaining you this one, you will get RS will be 2. Therefore your option will be D. I hope you understand this one, and we are moving to the next topic, next problem, which was given in engineering service examination, that was in 2003. A pin jointed truss loaded as shown in the figure below match list 1 with list 2 force induced. So these are the members, and we are going to, there will be so many members in this truss. They are just asking force in the member AB, AC, BD and CD, and they are giving in the list 2, and similar to the previous problem only, we have to find out the forces. But before going to this one, if you see what are the possible members, you will get directly, then go to the other options. See here, at the hinge end there will be 2 reactions, one will be horizontal, another will be vertical. One will be horizontal, another will be vertical. Here for the roller support there will be only one vertical reaction, and here there will be one horizontal reaction and another one will be vertical. See here, according to our thumb rule condition, identifying zero forces, if two forces are acting in the same line, that is reaction at B and force in the member BD will be acting in the same direction, then automatically this third force will be, which are acting perpendicular to these forces will be considered as zero forces. Therefore force in the member BA or AB will be equal to 0. See here, force in the member AB will be equal to 0. So match that one, directly match that one. Force in the member AB will be equal to 0. See here, wherever option for A3 will be there, you can choose that option. There will be 2 options, that is option A and option C will be there. Again I am going for another member. Again I am going for another member. After obtaining this one, see here, there is a possibility of getting here directly. Member CD also given in the list. So already there will be 2 forces are acting in the same line, that is in vertical, and 2 forces are acting vertical and 2 forces are acting here horizontal. At joint C, at this joint C, I am considering this joint C. At this joint, if I am resolving, sigma h will be equal to 0. If I am taking sigma h will be equal to 0, and I am assuming some direction, whatever it may be, either compressive or tension. See here, I am resolving sigma h will be equal to 0. 30 kilonewtons will be equal to force in the member CD. Okay, why means there will be no another forces with some angle to resolving horizontally and vertically here. If I am taking vertically, means force in the member CE will be equal to force in the member AC. But here I am resolving horizontally, you will get directly force in the member CD will be equal to 30 kilonewtons. See here that one, where is 30 kilonewton? Here. So see here in these 2 option, which matches D for 1, which matches D for 1. See here, option C will be correct. For AB it will be 3 option, and for CD it will be 1 option. Therefore your answer will be third one. So like that you can choose directly in the options itself. So in some problems you have to find out forces in some members. For some problems you will get directly like this. So your answer will be C here. Friends, I hope you understand this lecture. See you soon with some another topics. Thank you so much for watching these videos. If you like this video, please like this video, share it to your friends and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.